Hi there, history buffs and curious minds. Welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into the weird and wonderful world of history, exploring events that are so bizarre, they might seem like fiction. But trust me, these tales are all true and incredibly fascinating. In today's video, we're going to delve into some of the most bizarre historical events that you probably didn't learn about in school. So sit back, relax, and get ready for a journey through time as we uncover 10 of the weirdest events in history. The first in our list is the Dancing Plague in 1518. Our first stop is the summer of 1518 in Strasbourg, part of the Holy Roman Empire. It all began when a woman named Frau Trophy started dancing uncontrollably in the street. Within a week, dozens joined her, and soon, hundreds were dancing day and night. These people were seemingly oblivious to pain or exhaustion, and many collapsed or even died from heart attacks and strokes. Local authorities were baffled and thought it might be a form of demonic possession or divine punishment. They even hired musicians to encourage the dancers, hoping the fever would run its course. Modern historians have suggested various theories, from mass hysteria to ergotism, caused by consuming fungus-contaminated rye, yet the true cause remains a mystery. This bizarre event left a lasting impression on the community and stands as a testament to the unpredictable nature of human behavior. The number 2 in our list is the Great Emu War in 1932. In 1932, Australia waged a war not against another country, but against emus. These large, flightless birds were wreaking havoc on farmlands in Western Australia. Farmers, desperate for a solution, called for military intervention. Armed with machine guns, soldiers faced off against the emus in what became known as the Great Emu War. The emus, however, proved to be surprisingly elusive, dodging bullets with their speed and erratic movements. Despite using thousands of rounds of ammunition, the military managed to kill only about 1,000 of the 20,000 emus. The operation was deemed a failure and called off. The Great Emu War is now a humorous reminder of human folly and the resilience of nature, showing that sometimes even our best-laid plans can be outmatched by the animal kingdom. Here we go at our number 3, is the Tulip Mania in 1637. Next, we travel to the early 17th century Netherlands, during a time of economic prosperity known as the Dutch Golden Age. Tulips became a highly coveted luxury item, leading to one of the first recorded speculative bubbles, tulip mania. Tulip bulbs were selling for astronomical prices, sometimes more than 10 times the annual income of a skilled worker. But in February 1637, the bubble burst and prices plummeted overnight, leaving many investors bankrupt. Tulip mania serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of speculative bubbles and market irrationality. While the economic fallout was significant, it was relatively contained, and the Netherlands continued to thrive as a major trading hub. Here we go at our number 4, is the Cadaver Synod. In one of the most macabre episodes of the Catholic Church, Pope Stephen VI ordered the posthumous trial of his predecessor, Pope Formosus, in January 897. Known as the Cadaver Synod, this bizarre event saw Formosus' exhumed corpse placed on trial. Dressed in papal vestments, Formosus' decayed body was propped on a throne while accusations were hurled at it. The trial found Formosus guilty, his papal acts nullified, and his body desecrated. The Cadaver Synod caused widespread outrage and contributed to further instability within the papacy. It remains one of the most scandalous events in church history, highlighting the intense power struggles of the time. At our number 5 is the War of the Stray Dog in 1925. In 1925, a seemingly trivial incident involving a stray dog nearly led to war between Greece and Bulgaria. Known as the War of the Stray Dog, it began when a Greek soldier chased a stray dog into Bulgarian territory and was shot by Bulgarian troops. Greece responded by invading Bulgaria, but the League of Nations intervened, calling for a ceasefire. Both countries withdrew their troops, and Bulgaria paid reparations to Greece. This bizarre episode highlights the volatility of international relations and the effectiveness of early international organizations in mediating disputes. The War of the Stray Dog remains a curious footnote in the history of European diplomacy. The number 6 in our list is the Year Without Summer in 1816. In 1816, the world experienced a year of extreme weather anomalies, known as the Year Without a Summer. This was caused by the massive eruption of Mount Tambora in Indonesia in 1815, which led to a global volcanic winter. Temperatures dropped, crops failed, and food shortages caused widespread famine. The harsh weather also inspired cultural works, such as Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. The Year Without a Summer reminds us of the interconnectedness of natural events in human society, showing how a single volcanic eruption can have far-reaching consequences for the entire world. Here at our number 7 is the Great Stink in 1858. In the summer of 1858, London was engulfed in a foul stench known as the Great Stink. The polluted River Thames, filled with raw sewage and industrial waste, emitted a noxious odor that disrupted daily life and government operations. The crisis prompted urgent action, leading to the construction of a comprehensive sewer system designed by Joseph Bazalgette. This innovative system alleviated health hazards and set the standard for modern urban sanitation. The Great Stink was a turning point in public health and urban planning, highlighting the importance of effective waste management and clean water supplies in cities. At our number 8 in our list is the Nika riots. The Nika riots of 532 were one of the most violent episodes in Constantinople's history. Rival factions, originally chariot racing teams, united in their discontent against Emperor Justinian I, leading to a full-scale rebellion. The riots resulted in widespread destruction and a brutal massacre of around 30,000 people. In the aftermath, Justinian embarked on reforms and construction projects, including the iconic Hagia Sophia. The Nika riots illustrate the volatile nature of political power in ancient cities and the potential for urban unrest to reshape history. And the next in our list is the Tanganyika laughter epidemic in 1962. In 1962, a contagious laughter epidemic broke out in a Tanzanian village, affecting hundreds of people, primarily school children. The fits of laughter lasted from hours to days and spread to neighboring villages. No physical cause was found, and the phenomenon was classified as mass psychogenic illness triggered by stress and anxiety during a period of social change. The Tanganyika laughter epidemic is a striking example of how psychological factors can manifest physically, emphasizing the impact of stress and social dynamics on mental health. Here we go in our last part in our list, the Operation Paul Bunyan in 1976. In 1976, the U.S. responded to the Korean DMZ axe murder incident with Operation Paul Bunyan. This show of military force involved cutting down a poplar tree in the DMZ, which had been the site of the attack. Armed to the teeth, American and South Korean soldiers faced no resistance from North Korea, successfully removing the tree without further incident. Operation Paul Bunyan was a psychological operation that demonstrated U.S. resolve, marking a significant moment in the Cold War and illustrating the delicate balance of power in volatile regions. And there you have it, folks. 10 of the weirdest events in history that continue to baffle and intrigue us. These stories remind us that history is full of surprises, and sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next historical adventure. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.